Good morning, Pomfret. For those I haven't met, my name is Wells Robinson, and I'm a four-year senior here on the Hilltop. I grew up in Newport, Rhode Island, where I attended St. Michael's School, a private boys and girls school, grades pre-K through 8. I spent the entirety of my childhood there, and during my time picked up two sports that I still play and love today. The lessons I learned there from friends and teachers gave me a solid foundation to move forward into the next chapter of my life. The only issue was, I didn't know where that would be. All throughout my middle school career, I seemed to be getting perfect grades, but as my 8th grade year came around, I broke my wrist playing in a hockey tournament. I never had an injury like this up to that point, so it was a hard experience. Looking back on it, it should have been a minuscule setback for me, but instead, I let my newfound laziness with my injury get the best of me, and as a result, my grades fell as well. I knew that this might be a problem in my journey to get to a place I wanted to be at. Whenever I was asked about Pomfret by my parents, my first answer was always no. But I knew that it was because I didn't want to follow in the same footsteps as my older brother. I thought Pomfret was simply too familiar for me. I wanted to choose my own path, and I thought that meant not going to Pomfret. I looked at many different schools that year, but due to my lack of focus in the classroom, my grades did not help me get into many of the other schools that I applied to. Little did I know that this would be one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. I arrived for my first year in the fall of 2015, and I still remember moving into Hale and meeting a young, baby-faced Jamie Kellogg. We didn't always get along that year, but looking back at it, all I can do is laugh. Love you, Log. I was not sure what to expect at the start, and for a very long time, I was known by many people as Harry's younger brother. It made it easier being recognized by friends of his, but yet again, I was faced with the same problem. I wanted to make my own path. Freshman year was a learning year for everyone, and a really strong foundation for our class was built from day one. The summer after my freshman year, my parents got divorced, and this was the first tough pill of many I had to swallow. I know this is something many people go through, and it's not necessarily something to be embarrassed of, but my personal issues got in the way of how I thought about things, and moving into my second year, I didn't have the greatest energy. Sophomore year went by the quickest of all, but it wasn't always the happiest. Losing friends is really tough, and that's something I encountered during my second year. I started out in a triple in the beginning, and by halfway through the year, lost two of my best friends and roommates due to different circumstances. I remember sitting in my room many nights thinking, why me? But I also knew that these were the kind of questions that wouldn't help me improve myself. It was a really unclear time for me, but it taught me the importance of appreciating the people close to you. Moving through my junior year, I was able to take the experiences I learned in my first 2 years and apply them into the classroom, and thanks to the return of many friends, I was happy again. My junior year, I really stepped away from the past experiences of my brother and counted on my own to define my own experience at Pomfret. I had a great year on the lacrosse field, and things on the ice went much better than sophomore year, and I realize now how much I really grew through those first 3 years, and I could not have done it without the help of many people in this room. I realize now that Pomfret was always the right choice for me, and I see now why my older brother loved it here as much as I do. I couldn't possibly finish without thanking a couple people in the room, so bear with me. Mom and Dad, thank you guys for believing in me, and I appreciate everything you do for me. To Mr. Goethals, thank you for everything you taught me and others about not only becoming a better athlete, but how to be a better person every single day, and I know I'll take with me many of the things you've taught us. To Mrs. Marshall, thank you for being my second mom, and to the Sheens, you guys have helped me all the way, and I'll miss having your brownies. To all my friends, and there's too many of you I wanted to mention, but you guys have made my time here so memorable, and I love all you guys. Pomfret has shown me so much, but if it's shown me anything, it's to appreciate the people close to you, because you never know when they might not be with you anymore. Thank you, Pomfret.